Have you been a full-time hygienist for over a year and you're just tired of the physical and emotional stress? Or are you a recent graduate trying to decide what type of hygienist you want to be? Today's video is for you. I'll be sharing my honest review of being part-time and whether or not I feel like it's worth it. And I'll also be sharing some ways that you can make more money working less hours as a hygienist. This video is not to persuade you to be for or against being a part-time clinician. I'm just sharing my personal experience with the intent of providing you with some helpful information as you make your decision during this transition. But before we get going with today's video, I also have some past video references that I think will be very helpful that surrounding this topic as well. In this video, I talk about 3 ways dental hygienists get paid along with the advantages and disadvantages of each. And in this video, I talk about how prevalent burnout is, and I give you a few ways to avoid it if you're not yet at the point where you can make the transition into part-time. And we all love seeing what it's actually like day to day, so check out this vlog where I share a full week in my life being part-time. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new, I'm Kalesha and I am a registered dental hygienist, and for the past few months I've been working as a part-time clinician, working only Tuesday through Thursday. Although I love having days off, this new career move has been challenging to say the least. I knew I'd be making a little less money, however, I have seen a significant loss in income, mainly due to patients not showing up. We know we cannot control whether patients come or not, so that is a risk being paid by commission, but it's usually pretty worth it when you are busy making up for that loss of a cancellation or loss of a no-show. Even though I'm losing a little money every month, I have picked up a lot of peace and joy along the way, so I deem it as worth it. So let's get into a few ways you can make more money working less hours as a hygienist. First thing first, you want to keep a full book, and just in case, you want to have an ASAP list. Now again, we cannot control whether our patient shows up or not. And if you're at an office like mine, they'll confirm and no show within the same day. I really wish we could charge their debit cards and hold them responsible and accountable for that time wasted in that slot taken, and then we're still compensated, but that's neither here nor there. But you want to try to keep a full book. Confirm patients 1 to 2 days prior in the event you need to replace a rescheduled or canceled appointment. And for same day reschedules or cancellations, you want to have an ASAP list. Ask your regular, retired, or flexible patients if they'd like to be a part of this list in the event of a cancellation. This way, you'll keep an ongoing list of people who can fill in the gap. The busier you are, the more money you will make. The second way to make more money working less hours is to plan ahead and know exactly what your patient needs. Review your patient's insurance, their history, and notes prior to their appointment, preferably the day before. If you are prepared, you won't have to get prepared. For an example, Jessica is coming in for a cleaning and a doctor exam, but she may be eligible for much more. After checking her insurance, she's eligible for bite wings every year, a pan every 3 years, and fluoride every 6 months. After you cross-reference that with her history inside the ledger, you notice she hasn't had a pan in over 3 years or bite wings in the last year. Now, based on how much each procedure is at your office, your best bet will be to go with the highest one. Another reason planning ahead and knowing what the patient needs is important is because it helps you manage the limited time that you already have with your patient. And if you know they need pan, bite wings, or fluoride, it's already set up and ready to go. Again, if you're already prepared, you don't have to get prepared. Speaking of what the patient needs, insurance is not the only determining factor of what the patient needs. The patient's health is. That brings me to my third point on how to make good money working less hours as a hygienist, and that is to educate or sell dentistry. Oral hygiene education is just as important as cleaning the patient's teeth. After all, it does no good if the patient comes to all of their recare appointments and then don't know what to do at home. That's first and foremost, but secondly, educating the patient allows you to sell dentistry and help the patient see the need for the treatment you're recommending overriding the insurance company. Without proper word choice or evidence, because believing is seeing, your patient will not accept treatment. And sometimes they still won't, but your job is to educate them. So use your intraoral camera. Show them their plaque and their problem areas. Educate on pit and fissure sealants, root sealants, fluoride, electric toothbrushes. Especially if you get commission for each procedure done in office, you're taking care of the patient and yourself. So the fourth and final way to make good money working less hours is to have a second stream of income. Yes, this is unrelated to dental hygiene, but one source of income is way too close to none. And I know you are multi-talented, so use your many gifts. Use your many gifts to serve and create an additional stream of income for yourself. Make the most of your time here on earth and max out on your potential. Start that business, learn a new skill, or get a second job if you need to. But don't settle. If you know you're capable of more, be more, do more. And this will only protect you in the long run from being without any income. And a global pandemic has shown us that in these past few years. So that concludes the 4 ways to make good money working less hours. However, it is still gonna come down to the patients showing up. You cannot do anything without anyone in the chair. Work harder to keep your book filled and be sure to maximize the patients that you do have. Remember, it's not all about the money, and the money you produce does not determine how good of a hygienist you are. However, it is important to have money goals for motivation. So comment below a money goal you have based on your current patient load. Have a money goal because that will motivate you from day to day to be sure that you're educating your patient and really making the most out of the time that you're spending as a hygienist. And please like this video if you found it helpful. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next week. Bye, Hygienists.